Liminality is basically the fourth film we've produced as part of the Dance Dome platform, which is our audience engagement platform for breaking down barriers of access to contemporary dance here in Wales. So the remit of the project is create immersive dance films in the 360 medium. We distribute those films freely to the world's planetariums, and they get screened all over the place to audiences for free. And then we also tour our own immersive dome out into the streets of whichever festival or city will host us. 2017 is the UK-India Year of Culture. As a result of that, Liminality was conceived as a chance to push our platform and our creative opportunities further, whilst also building networks with international collaborators. The exciting thing to us about 360 filmmaking is that we can literally in an instant jump you from front view, back view, but your environment's changing, and every time your environment changes, it's like walking into a room you've never been into before. There's this sense of discovery when you're not having stuff handed to you on a plate, you're in the middle of the space, and it's down to you as the viewer to decide what you're taking in.
Such a unique and interesting way to present dance in particular, and the fact that you're able to completely immerse the audience into a different world is really great, and something really exciting as a choreographer to look at and to work with and see how you can join the dance and the filming aspect into one to make the whole thing feel like an experience.
Most VR cameras are attached on the far end of a selfie stick or monopods, so that there's as little leg splay and objects interfering in that magic of I can look wherever I want. It's kind of ruined when you look down and go, there's a tripod or there's the hand of the photographer. How do you move a camera, or how do you record a sequence without the crew being in the shot or the grip equipment that's moving the camera being in the shot? And we took a few different experimental approaches in how we went about that. So one of the systems we used was basically a radio controlled car with a special 360 gimbal on the top. We also employed a cable cam system, so we used the same stabilizer that we have on the radio controlled car, and that was basically a piece of rope between two trees and then a radio control unit that enabled us to fly the camera up and down. There was a couple of processes that we've looked into that drove us down the route of basically concentrating on utilising consumer cameras. We're a big believer that even though you can definitely get much higher resolution images off of a multi-camera array, there were techniques like time slice that we just simply couldn't do with multiple arrays. It's often known as bullet time. It's the process of taking multiple cameras around the subject, and by sequencing up individual frames from the sequential positions, you're able to basically freeze a moment or slow down a moment and change the viewer's perspective around the subject.